A lot of videos on YouTube give you a list of moves that you need to sidestep, duck, punish, or parry as a defensive drill. This is really good, but if you're an intermediate or beginner player, this won't work as that well for you, because it's almost like trying to learn how to run before even knowing how to walk. So what you need to know is how offensive and pressure in Tekken works, and what are the things you can do against that. A really good defense is when you make your opponent guess their attack. They gotta be scared of pressing buttons when they're attacking. And you gotta put your opponent in that situation where he is in a basically 50-50. You cannot just be passive. And by passive, I don't mean like holding back. Like, just blocking is a good defensive, but if it is the only thing that you're doing, you're being passive, and it's not good. So you gotta mix your defense as your opponent's mixing his attacks. So the thing we need to do here is basically understand what are the options the character you're playing against have, and how to deal with them. So the way you do this basically is like when you choose a character. In this case, I have Steve, and then you go to the practicing mode, and then you choose defense, and then you're gonna go like record some attacks for that character. Here you can check all the comment, like the attack list from that character. So basically what you want to check here is the main attacks. Usually they start here in the like 20. So like these are the basic attacks for this character, and some of them will have like a special note below it showing that you can go into a stance. For example, this one here shows that you can go into peekaboo, or you can also go into the flicker. And then when you go down in the list, like really below, you can see some other moves that are special. Like for example, this one is like when you're ducking, or this one here is like when you're in the pickable, and this one here is when you're in the flicker. So these are the moves you can do when you're in that instance with this character. So for example, what you need to do now is basically check all of the moves you have in that instance and see what you can and cannot do against that pressure. So for example, I'm gonna record this. So you don't pick the move here from the list. You actually record this. I have recorded everything that I need for this example, and I'm gonna show you. So basically, this is how Steve goes into peekaboo, and like he has this move that is a sabaki. It's a chew, so it's chew 1 peekaboo chew, and he goes into sabaki, and he changed like the instance. So this type of pressure is really used by a lot of Steves, like the chew 1 peekaboo. So what can I do against the peekaboo chew? Let's see. So I can parry, I can armor, I cannot jump, I cannot press any high, any mid, any... Oh, I can actually press a low with both. But mainly because this one is ducking. So let's go like for another way to defend this is by just ducking. And then you can actually launch this. With bow, I have a lot of defensive things I can do, like movement, especially movement. like this. I cannot do a DF2 even though it's a high crush. So you gotta really try and check with your character everything you can do. Like I can do both shoulders here. Even though it's a roaming attack, I can do the forward 1+4 with ball, which is insane. And these are my options against this move. Now let's check another one. This is Peekaboo 1. So the thing is, every single move has a counterplay, okay? So for example, that one is a high. So you can actually duck. That's the counterplay. And Steve has a counterplay for that, which is like Peekaboo down forward 2. And he can launch you. Or even Peekaboo up 2. He has a lot of good mix-ups. So every single play you do has a counterplay for that. And here we'll see that he has another high. And now I cannot do the down plus 1+2, which is like the shoulder. I cannot do this one, but I still can do the forward 1+4. I can still backsway. I can still parry. I cannot challenge with the down forward 2, but now I can challenge with 1 or 2. I can challenge with my low, the down back 4, which is a high crush. And I cannot jump. I can sidestep, different from the other one for both sides. And I cannot do any type of mid here. It's faster. So that's the counterplay for this one. Now, down forward 1-2, that goes into Lionheart. This one, you cannot duck, you can armor. Once again, oh, this one you cannot parry, so that's a counterplay for the parry. You cannot step for the left, neither for the right side. I cannot challenge with my down forward 2. I cannot challenge with down forward 1. I can challenge with my down back 4. I can actually stop his pressure by pressing 2 or 1. So just a jab check. I can dick jab him. Can I jump? I cannot jump. I have some evasive shoulder. Forward 1+4. And I cannot duck the first hit, but I can duck the second hit. Sometimes he has a mix-up for that. Like I said, every single move has a counterplay. So ducking is one counterplay for that, but he has a counterplay for the duck. And I'm pretty sure I can... No, I cannot parry the second move. Okay, let's see the fourth move in this list. Okay, that's a down 2, Peekaboo down 2. This one, I can actually contest, like I can actually do a down forward 2. I cannot do the highs anymore, so this is a counterplay if the person is just pressing a lot of highs. I cannot parry. I can low parry, but I think the timing is kind of weird. Yeah, I can low parry. I cannot do the backsway. I cannot do my evasive move. I can do the shoulder and forward 1+4. I can sidestep to the left. I cannot sidestep to the right. Can I sidewalk? I can sidewalk to the right. I can sidewalk to the left. I can challenge this with down forward 1, down forward 2, down forward 4, back 4, back sway 3, back sway 2, and let's see, one more. I think, oh, and can I armor? And I can even armor. And of course, this is reactable as fuck, so it's really slow. It's a 28 frames down low, so really reactable. And those are my options. Another move, that's the down forward 2. This is really good when people are trying to parry. Sidestep, you can sidestep to the left. You can sidestep for both sides. You can challenge with the left high. I cannot challenge with my down forward 2. I can sway. Can be evasive. I cannot shoulder. Oh, I actually can't. Never mind. Wall's broken. Both of them can. I can jick jab. I can armor. I cannot do any type of lows if I'm not wrong. Oh, down back 4. Okay. Good challenge. Okay. And down forward 1. It's really bad for me. This rate is not good at all. Because it's gonna flow. Okay. Next move in the list. Down forward. Down 1. This is not reactable. I cannot challenge with down forward 2. I cannot sidestep. I cannot sway. I cannot parry. No mids. No highs. I can jump. I can low parry. And I think like the best counterplay for this is just jumping. And I can also shoulder or forward 1+4, but just because Paul is broken as fuck. Everything else kinda, it's gonna miss. Down back 4, really good move. She's got like this aggression. And jick jab. Jick jab, okay. So those are the options. And now the last one. Oh. Up 2 is really good to actually stop like this high aggression, like high challenge, and lows as well. But it's really bad against mids, and it's really bad against just blocking. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a different one here actually. Oh, I can actually add a new one. Let me add as the last one that is really used as well. 1+2. Then he can avoid my armor. Okay. See, like a lot of mids, even the highs. Yeah. Not this way. Okay. So what is the thing you gotta learn about this? I'm practicing against like the peekaboo. Of course, there are different instance Steve can use, like the flicker, like Lionheart, and you gotta do this for all of them. You gotta understand all of them. But the main thing here is not for you to just react or just challenge everything every time. It's just for you to know what you can do in that situation. So like as we can see, like just a dick jab is a really good thing to stop. He did twice, okay. To just stop like this pressure from pickable, but I have other options, and I just gotta mix the way I'm blocking and take the L when I'm wrong, and try to actually make my opponent scared of using good moves against me, instead of just staying there blocking or doing nothing. So sometimes just blocking is good. It's actually good. But sometimes you have like different ways to approach the way you're defending yourself. I'm gonna show you this once again, but now I'm gonna do it with Leo. So, like for example, if you're gonna practice against a character, what we're gonna do again here, choose a move from the list, and check what are the instance, like the moves that take that character to an instance. Usually they have like the note here. I don't know if I said this before, but yeah. So here you can see that he goes to like a specific instance from the character, like this one ducks, and yeah, like this one changed to a different instance. So like Leo has I think it's back 1-4. Yes, exactly. Leo has like 2 ways to get to the instance, and depending on the way he does that, there are different things you can do. A lot of characters will have that, like Steve has that, Paul, I'm not sure, but like basically this one I think it's 3-2. Yeah, so 3-2-4 for Leo. I think it's the instance you have 2. Yeah, and 2. So for example, this one is in the list and it goes into the instance, and you have 1 attack. But the thing is, something you gotta notice here for when you're practicing. Leo goes into this instance, and I cannot parry. There are some characters that can parry the last move, like Jin. I cannot sidestep. I don't know if there are any characters that can sidestep. But there's something about this instance in specific, that the second hit is a high. So I can duck this. But even if I do not duck, when Leo gets to the instance, his +9. So it's like really hard to challenge this. This move in specific, I think I can parry. But there are other moves that I can actually try to challenge. But the other way Leo can go into this instance, because of course this one has the high. So remember, like I said, everything has a counterplay. So this one has the high, in the middle. It's a mid-high, classic mid-high string, just like Paul's mid-high, mid-high. This one mid-high. Okay, cannot launch, but it can actually stop. Oh, it can actually launch. Okay, I'm just bad at this game. So I can launch him if I'm not bad. Okay, but the main thing is there are counterplays for this, and one of the counterplays for Leo in specific, he has a different move. You can check in the move list. It goes to the same instance, but it's back 1-4. Back 1-4 is like his best move for this, because it doesn't have the high anymore. So back 1-4. Okay. Back 1-4, different from the first one. Doesn't have the high, so you cannot duck. Some characters can parry this. I cannot do any type of armor parry, The only thing I can do is sidestep to the right. To the left, actually. Sorry. So it's really hard to do it, but you can actually step this move. And again, like I said, there are counter plays for this, which is back one plus 2. And now I cannot sidestep anymore. This thing tracks. Yeah. So what is the counterplay here? It's minus 12. That's the counterplay. That's the reason why he won't go into this instance. Like, oh sorry, he won't use this move. But let's say I'm playing against a Liu and dude's doing only this, and I'm never stepping. I'm just blocking. And then I start to get desperate because it's really hard to deal with Liu's fucking instance. He won't stop. But now I'm sidestepping, and I won't sidestep every time. I'll try to make him guess, and now he's guessing, and I can punish him. Now my way to the way I'm defending myself, like I'm blocking. I'm not just standing blocking anymore. I'm trying to guess. Sometimes you're gonna fail, and you will get punished for that. But sometimes the rewards are big. And the thing is, this is the thing you got to do when you're defending yourself. It's not just standing there and blocking. It's actually trying to make your opponent to guess what they're gonna do. And if they guess wrong, you actually punish them for that. It's not just like stay there and let Liu pressure you with this. Sometimes you're gonna be wrong, and that's okay. But at least you know what are the options you can do when he's pressuring you with this, and how you can actually punish your opponent. And like I said, you just gotta accept that sometimes you're gonna be wrong, and when you're not, try to capitalize and cheat that. Alright, that's it.